They're saying it may be ultra-terrestrial.
What is that? Is that like extra dimensional?
So they're saying it could either be that, so they could be coming in from another dimensional plane, or the navies always see them coming in and out of the oceans.
Yeah.
The USOs.
90% of the oceans unexplored?
Yes. And you know why? The U.S. government, before World War II, stopped any and all explorations of the oceans. Yes. That happened. That's
Except
a
for the
fact.
ones of the Titanic.
All right.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Poof.
Yeah. I have a question about your podcast.
Yes.
Did you guys do a live
Show? Yes, we're live. You're live right now.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, we got live right there?
Yes.
Oh, all right. What's up, y'all?
What's up? Howdy, y'all.
And a follow-up question: you guys divide your episodes into like different, like, do you have different names when you're focusing on different topics?
Yes.
Like mini series and your larger podcast.
Yes. We do 2-hour shows, and every 2-hour show is just one subject.
Yeah.
So we do Bigfoot. You know, we have people on for UFOs, UAPs. We have a lot of psychics on. Yes, we do. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
So, okay, I guess I have a question about yourselves. What is like the most like, I guess, interesting paranormal experience you've had, like whether that be aliens or ghosts or
And
whatever? Personally.
yeah, well, I've actually seen ghosts since I was 3. So I've always been able to see
Do
ghosts.
you think it's like a personal thing? Like each person is a little more.
I think everybody has it. I think,
It's just how in tune you are.
well, I think, if you notice, a lot of kids, when you're young, see things, but you're told, oh, it's nothing. Oh, that's your imaginary friend. Oh, right. So I didn't get that.
Yeah.
My mom and stuff actually encouraged it. So I never stopped seeing them.
Yeah.
But when you're, programmed that it doesn't exist anymore, you start building these filters that filters these things out.
I'm not saying this to be funny. I just hide. I just
Yeah.
I just run into gone.
Right.
Gone. Yeah.
Right.
I'm not looking.
Right.
What's y'all's like favorite area of research? Like, is it aliens or is it cryptids?
We do a lot of cryptids, don't we, Jason?
Yeah.
I mean, we had Lyle Blackburn on just 2 weeks ago.
All different. There's
We
like
had Lyle
everything
Blackburn
that's
on. So Beast of Boggy Creek, he wrote the book. Yeah. So he was on just 2 weeks ago on the show, and
is that in Louisiana?
Texas,
Texas.
right kind of on the border actually of Texas, Louisiana. Right there is where it is.
All right.
And so I mean, he was on just 2 weeks ago. We talk a lot about Bigfoot, but we do have a lot of psychics on the show too.
Oh, cool.
And stuff. So we kind of, if we do a lot of shows on one thing, we try to come back over to the other side and do a bunch of stuff on other stuff. So
You gotta cover your bases.
yeah,
We do have a lot of psychics.
we have a lot of psychics on the show.
What other podcasts do you correlate with, or do you like listen to? Like, what other like people in the industry are you like connected with? So,
Man, I listen. So I used to be an over-the-road truck driver. I just 1 week now I've not been an over-the-road truck driver.
wow.
So I listen to a ton of podcasts.
Yeah.
Podcasting was just 11 hours a day of doing this.
That makes
You
sense.
got to do something, right?
Yeah.
So I listen to Cliff and Bobo. What's their new one? You remember?
Is that the name of the podcast?
It's I forgot the name of the cat. It's they're Bigfoot guys. So if you remember, what was the TV series that was on?
Finding
Bigfoot. So that was 2 of the people that was on there, and Cliff Barackman and I don't know what Bobo. They
Just
everybody
Bobo.
call him
Is that
Bobo.
Bobo's last name?
I think that's a nickname. Really big, tall dude. But I listen to those guys. I listen to, who else do I listen to? Sasquatch Chronicles. Listen to Sasquatch Chronicles.
It's a little. I'm not sure. They're a little less serious, just in general, because they're improv comedians. So you may not enjoy that, but they, I think, seriously believe in the stories that they're telling.
Yeah.
The podcast is Last Podcast on the Left.
I've heard them.
Yeah, I've heard.
Yes.
They're funny.
Are they?
They're funny, but they also like you can tell like there's something to like
Take it serious.
Yeah.
they're taking that part seriously, but they're also just like trying to have a good time with it.
Okay.
They're good. Listen, they got into like Mothman and like a bunch of different UFOs all the time.
Yes.
So they're always fun.
We had Kathleen Mardine on. If you've heard of her aunt and uncles, famous. They're famous for being one of the very first alien abduction in the world. No, where were they from? Was it up in Maine or it was up northeast somewhere?
Betty and Barney Hill.
Betty and Barney Hill.
I've heard of them. They're the ones that Fire in the Sky was big. Is that-
No, that was
That's
Travis Walton.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're way before that. They were what, the 50s? Yeah, and they actually got abducted while they was driving down the road. They stopped because they saw this thing coming over them.
Yeah.
They actually had the first time that anybody was ever put under, and retold their stories and everything. And what was crazy about it is that there was an interracial couple, and back in the 50s, that wasn't a cool thing to do, but they put themselves out in the spotlight, even because of that. And he had a government job. Yes, yes, yeah. And Kathleen Mardine, that's their niece.
Yeah.
And so she's with MUFON and everything like that.
Oh, so she's still really into it.
Yes, big time. Yeah, yeah.
I couldn't imagine growing up with a family where you're just like
Where that kind of stuff is.
that's happened
Yes.
to people.
Yes.
And you're being told, it's
Get firsthand knowledge from them too, right?
Right.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. Imagine telling you about stuff.
Yeah, yeah. And she had some pretty crazy stories too.
glad it wasn't like that would be
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
That's it.
Cool. I'll check it.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Nice meeting you. How's that?
How's that? Can you hear us? All right. Anytime, whenever you're ready. You just speak right into that microphone there.
Well, my name is Brad Julian, and I'm from Blount County, Tennessee. Right here.
Blount County?
Yep, right here. And I used to go ghost hunting because it was so cool.
Yeah.
And when I could run before I blew my knee out. And there's a place, it's called the Devil's House in Blount County. It's pretty well hid. And everybody I was with was like, we're going to go ghost hunting. I was like, okay, cool. So we get to the house. It's called the Devil's House. It's got 2 chimneys, and then when the moon sets behind it, it looks like Devil's Head.
Oh, heck.
Oh,
So just got
wow.
the 2 chimneys, yes. So I'm the only one who gets out of the car, and I turn around. They're like, no, we're not going. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, and it's pitch dark. So I take a camera, and I walk through. I'm walking around this house, and the wind's blowing really hard. And I get around to the backside, and there's this, I can see in the moonlight, there's a tree. It's like, it's a giant tree, and it's got ropes hanging. You can see ropes.
Wow.
Where they used to hang slaves.
Wow.
And I get around to the other side of the house, and the wind stops blowing. I hear this thing say, leave now. And I'm like, I can't see anything, but I'm leaving. So I start running, and it starts chasing me. It's like shaking the ground. It starts growling at me. And I get to the car, and they lock the doors on me.
Oh, no.
And they're like, I'm like, unlock the door, unlock the door. And they're like, wow. And I'm like, look, there's red eyes coming at me. Unlock the door. So,
Oh, jeez.
yeah, they was like, we didn't know you were serious.
I'm running, aren't I?
So you got to look at it, what it was?
No,
No.
I didn't hang around and find out.
Red eyes was enough, huh?
That was it. And it was humongous. Fast forward after that, I was sitting in my house up in Union County, Tennessee, and it was probably about midnight. I was watching TV, and I heard somebody say my name. So I was like, there wasn't nobody else awake but me and the dog. And I was like, asking, what do you need? Well, nobody answered. About 5 minutes later, somebody said the name. And I'm like, at this point, my arm hair standing up. And the dog starts growling. I'm like, oh, crap, what are you growling at? So, then I hear my name again, and the dog sits up, and she starts like this deep growl. And I'm like, what the crap? What is wrong with you? And I look over, and there was a butt print on the cushion next to me on the same couch.
Whoa.
I didn't find out what it was because I didn't hang around. I done a Scooby-Doo, and I was gone. But I mean, I have heard, I can hear stuff that normal people can't.
Right.
And I can sense stuff that's pure evil.
Yeah.
I tell everybody, if you see me running, follow suit. Don't stand there. Run.
That's fantastic.
Yes, let's see here. I went to a insane asylum over in Knoxville, Tennessee. I went over there. And I couldn't go inside the building. It's an old insane asylum. But I could see the curtains be pulled back like somebody's watching me. And, it's pitch dark outside. And I shine my flashlight up on the windows, and I could see the curtains go back. And, I mean, people, I defend this stuff all the time. People
Yeah.
are like, oh, it ain't real. No, it is 100% real.
You go looking, it'll find you.
Oh, you will find trouble. I tell everybody, if you don't believe in paranormal, then that's on you.
Yeah, that's right. You ain't looking hard enough.
But, I've had the TV scared out of me, and it's just one of the things.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I mean, it's just people don't believe,
Yeah,
and then they start talking about, well, a ghost is a demon. No,
uh,
a ghost is not a demon.
right.
They're 2 different things.
Yeah,
I don't do it no more. I have retired from ghost hunting and paranormal hunting and all that stuff. I've retired because I can't.
yeah.
Believe me.
You done, huh?
Yeah.
We just came off of one. What was it, about 3 weeks ago? Off of a paranormal investigation. Yeah, it was 2 hours of constant action. I mean, it didn't stop from the time we walked in that house to the time we left the house. Matter of fact, before we even entered the house, have this thing that's called a dead bell. So it's like when you go to a hotel and you ring the bell outside, turn that thing on outside, and it starts ringing out there. Bing, 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 bing. Before we even went into the house. Yeah. Yeah. It was crazy. Yeah. Love it. Love this kind of stuff. It's great.
So y'all from around Tennessee? Or?
Yeah. We live in Loudon. Yeah. Local.
You're right next to that. You're close to that hell house.
Oh, really?
Yes. Poland. It's a boat dog. It's Poland Creek, I believe. Maybe something like that. And if you're sitting at the stop sign, you make a right and go straight to the end of that road. That house is sitting down there, and there's a subdivision right beside it.
Huh.
If you ever go down there, be real careful.
Heck yeah. That sounds like a fun time. Until you get chased by red eyes, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Even the police won't go.
Really?
Blount County deputies, they will not get out of their car.
Wow.
They'll shine a light on it and go by. That's all they do. They don't get out. They don't do nothing.
That's fantastic.
And y'all made it to the sanitarium I went to.
Yep.
It's over Lakeshore, I believe.
Yep. Lakeshore.
I like
Because they
it.
closed that, back in the early 2000s, didn't they?
Yes.
Something like that? Yeah.
They let pool tables, all the people stuff in there.
Really?
I couldn't go in, but I tried.
Well, you wouldn't be a good ghost hunter if you didn't try.
I tried.
I remember taking one of my ex-mother-in-laws over there.
Oh, yeah?
It was creepy then when it was open.
Did you drive by and shove her out the door?
Man,
Or
it's like these. It was like this open area in the front of it with these steps going up. It just looked creepy.
Really?
Yeah, it was the old part. You know, they got that new, where it ain't new, but
Newer part.
yeah.
Yeah, I've never been over there. That's amazing.
Go find the Winterland Hotel up in Smokies.
Yeah.
Find that one in the middle of the night. See what happens.
Winterland Hotel.
Motel, hotel, whatever it was called.
Right.
If you can find the steps, good luck.
We went to the Greenbrier
Yeah.
restaurant. It's in Gatlinburg.
Gatlinburg.
It's haunted. Supposedly had who was it haunted? It was some woman.
So a woman was supposed to get married there back in the late 1800s. And her husband went to go do something. Well, on the wedding day, he never showed up. So she hung herself from that place. And then the next day they found his body. He got attacked by an animal or something and killed him. And so she killed herself for no reason. But they have a little boy that they see there. They say that she will walk through, and while you're sitting at the restaurant or something, you think that she's a waitress or something, and she'll talk to you sometimes and stuff. Yeah, it was crazy. When the wives went in to use the bathroom, and the lights started flickering and stuff on them.
flickering. Well, even in the hallway to the bathroom.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. The Greenbrier it was a pretty deep place.
But if y'all can find the Winterland, y'all gonna find a lot more than what used to be a hotel.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. And if you go on back about a mile in the woods, you can find the slave houses. You'll find some interesting things there.
Really?
You can look it up on the internet.
Oh, we're gonna have to look at that, Jason.
But
Yeah.
if you can find the steps, go up in the steps. And when you go up steps, you're on your own.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, that'll be good. That's awesome.
I don't do my kids want me to do it, but I'm like, I'll drop you off. Y'all can outrun me now.
I'm same way. Something I see something or something was to touch me or I'm gone.
I don't blame you.
Our last investigation that we just done, it was hilarious because he had the thermal. And I don't know if you know Eddie from Legends and Lore Pizzeria
Yes.
in Madisonville.
Yes, sir.
So we go investigate together and stuff. And we went to this house, and And so he had the SLS camera on that dead bell. Well, there's a stick figure. Every time it would reach over, that bell would go off. It'd reach over and that bell would go off. Well, Jason had a FLIR camera pointed behind him. There's it was a laundry room, an old laundry room in this house. And a man came up right behind him, looked around, and then turned and then walked off. Well, when that happened, Jason, all of our equipment was Jason's. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. He's behind you. He's behind you. Now he's turning around and walking away. It was good. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Fellas, I hate to cut this short.
All right.
My wife's ready to go.
You're fine. Thank you. And thank you for your stories, man.
Thank you all.
Yes, sir.
Y'all have a good weekend.
Yes, sir. You too.